To solve the case of the missing children in the town, the sheriff arrested a single, seemingly defenseless girl, claiming she was the evil witch. His reasoning? She was too beautiful, and her pale skin was the mask of a witch. Faced with such absurd and violent law enforcement, the girl, who clearly had no means to fight back, didn't seem like a powerful witch at all. The kind-hearted mayor immediately stepped in to defend her, but the sheriff ignored him and instead decided to burn the girl alive. At the critical moment, a cold gun barrel was pressed against the sheriff's head. The newcomers were two witch hunters, Hansel and Gretel. Hansel examined the girl's physical traits. If a human practiced dark witchcraft, their body would show obvious mutations. However, aside from her unusual pupils, the girl was completely normal. Hansel concluded she couldn't possibly be a witch. After rescuing the girl, the siblings followed the mayor to his home. It turned out the mayor had hired them to find the children kidnapped by the witches. Following a tip from the forest ranger, the siblings arrived at a suspicious cabin in the woods. Gretel kicked the door open and found a witch hiding inside. Recognizing the famous witch hunters, the witch chose to flee on her broomstick. Hansel, who had been waiting outside, shot her down from the air. He stepped on her broom and fired repeatedly as she tried to escape. Gretel tackled her to the ground, and in the end, the witch was strung up and hanged from a tree. This witch wasn't the one responsible for the missing children, but they did find a piece of parchment on her. According to the notes, the witches planned to perform an evil ritual during the blood moon. Determined to continue their search, the siblings ventured deeper into the forest. Meanwhile, another witch raised her knife over a boy and struck him, transforming him into 2 bowls of fresh blood. After drinking the blood, the witch discovered she was no longer afraid of fire. This thrilled the witches. Without this weakness, they would fear no one. However, their joy was short-lived, as the effect of the blood was only temporary. But the High Witch had discovered a sinister ritual. By gathering children born in different months and using the power of the blood moon, they could create an invincible body. The recent disappearances of the town's children were their doing. To stop the witches, the mayor had spent a fortune hiring the renowned witch hunters, Hansel and Gretel. The next day, Hansel went to town and bought a set of children's clothes to set a trap in the woods. Sure enough, a witch took the bait. As soon as she appeared, the siblings quickly subdued her. Under intense questioning, the witch, beaten and disoriented, muttered something about the blood moon and 12 children. Gretel immediately understood and checked the mayor's records, realizing 11 children had already gone missing. Hansel rushed back to town, but it was too late. The High Witch had already handed the kidnapped girl to her minions and a troll while she went to rescue the captured witch. Hansel engaged in a fierce battle with the High Witch, grabbing her broomstick, but she took him into the air and threw him down. The High Witch then confronted Gretel. Overpowered, Gretel was no match for her. Just as the High Witch was about to push her off a ledge, the forest ranger mustered the courage to shoot her.